Have you ever stopped to think about what actually happens after a developer writes a piece of code? I mean, how does one tiny change get from their keyboard to a live app that millions of people are using? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to follow a single code commit on its incredible high-speed journey through the cloud. Let's trace it step by step.
But to really get why the modern way of doing things is so amazing, we kind of have to take a quick look back. Because for a long time, releasing software was, well, it was a slow, painful, and often scary process.
And this slide pretty much says it all, right? The old way was all manual. It meant late nights, checklists, and a whole lot of hoping and praying that nothing would break. It was slow, it was super risky, and honestly, it was just stressful for everyone involved. The new way, though, is the total opposite. It's automated, it's fast, it's safe, and maybe most importantly, it's repeatable. You get the same solid result every single time.
So what's the secret sauce? What's the magic that makes this huge transformation possible? It really boils down to two key ideas that work hand in hand, DevOps and CI/CD.
Okay, first up is DevOps, and let's be really clear about this. DevOps is not a tool you can just go out and buy. It's a mindset. It's a cultural shift. It's all about breaking down those old walls between the people who write the code, the devs, and the people who run it, the ops teams. The goal is to get everyone collaborating, sharing responsibility, and working toward the same finish line. When that happens, the entire process just gets better.
So if DevOps is the philosophy, the why, then CI/CD is the engine that actually makes it go. Continuous integration and continuous delivery. These are the automated practices and the tools that take code, test it, package it up, and get it ready to go live. This is the practical how that brings that whole DevOps vision to life.
Now, to build one of these powerful CI/CD engines, you obviously need the right set of tools for the job. So let's take a look at how Google Cloud gives you everything you need to create a totally seamless pipeline.
I want you to think of this as a modern, completely automated assembly line for your code. It all starts with cloud source repositories. Or hey, maybe you're using GitHub or GitLab, that works too. This is where your code lives. Then, Cloud Build acts like the main robotic arm on the assembly line. It grabs the code, compiles it, and runs all the tests. Artifact Registry? That's your super secure warehouse where you store the finished, packaged application. And finally, you've got Cloud Deploy, which is like the delivery truck that safely gets your app to its final destination.
All right, our assembly line is built, all the tools are in place. Now for the fun part. Let's actually follow that single piece of code on its journey, all the way from the developer's keyboard into the cloud.
And here's that journey in 5 simple steps. First, commit. A developer pushes their code change, and that one action kicks off the entire process. Second, build and test. Cloud Build automatically wakes up, grabs the new code, and runs every single test to hunt for errors. Third, store. Once all the tests pass, the application gets packaged up and stored securely. Fourth, deploy. This is where Cloud Deploy takes over, carefully rolling out the new version to a live environment like GKE or Cloud Run. And finally, number 5, run. The new code is live, serving customers. And the best part? It all happened automatically without a single person having to manually intervene. Now, that whole automated process is undeniably cool, but so what? What's the real business impact? What does a well-oiled pipeline like this actually deliver for a team and a company?
It all adds up to 3 absolutely crucial benefits. First, you get repeatability. The process is identical every single time, which completely eliminates that dreaded, well, it worked on my machine problem. We've all been there. Second, you get fast feedback. Automated tests catch bugs in minutes, not days or weeks later. And third, you get safe rollouts. You can deploy new features with total confidence, using smart strategies, and you can roll back in an instant if anything looks even slightly off. And that brings us to a final thought for you to take away. As you look at how your own team works, just think about this. Where do things get stuck? What's the biggest bottleneck standing between a great idea and getting it into the hands of your customers? Because the answer to that question, that might just be your next huge opportunity for making things better.